In the wake of Trump's recent immigration crackdown, I've started to notice something that's got me really concerned. I think Donald Trump is trying to deport Melania. No, and you might be asking, why would he want to deport his wife? I don't know, but things haven't exactly been perfect between them. First of all, it's no secret that Melania barely spends any time at the White House. Secondly, when he tried to hold her hand in public, she tried to slap it away like a Slovenian Dikembe Mutombo. You remember that? And who knows, it may have even created some tension between them when Trump allegedly banged a porn star and paid her to be quiet, and then the whole country found out about it. Anyway, normal relationship issues. And I know it sounds crazy. Donald Trump wants to deport his wife? But if you look at all of Trump's immigration policies, right? A lot of people think that he just hates immigrants. But when you put them all together, you start to notice a pattern. All of his policies seem to be aimed at his wife. For example, one of the immigration issues Trump complains about most is people who come to the United States the wrong way and work in the country illegally. And everyone always assumes that because he's racist, he's talking about Mexicans. But I don't think it's a coincidence that that same complaint could apply to his very own wife.
New questions about Melania Trump's immigration status when she first came to the U.S. The Associated Press reporting she didn't have the proper visa for her modeling work.
I came here on visa. I flew to Slovenia every few months to stamp it and came back.
Trump insists she got her visa stamped every few months. If that's accurate, it would mean she had a type of visa, possibly a tourist visa, that needs to be updated periodically. But that type of visa does not allow working in the United States.
When this controversy first bubbled up, the Trump campaign promised that Melania would have a press conference to clear it all up.
That press conference never happened.
That's right. Melania's staff promised that she would hold a press conference to clear up her questionable immigration history, and then it never happened. Now, to be fair, it's only been 3 years since that promise was made, okay? And you guys don't even know how hard it is to throw together a press conference in 3 years. Like, you have to get a podium, and like, that's pretty much it. But still, it seems a little convenient that Trump would bring up the whole legal work thing when he knows his own wife has a shady visa history. And clearly when that failed, Donald tried to switch things up, because then he started complaining about how lots of foreigners are taking advantage of America's immigration system by claiming that they were special when in fact they were not. Now again, people assume Trump was talking about Indian computer programmers in Silicon Valley. But if you follow the clues, you realize this guy was actually slamming his wife.
The Washington Post reports that questions linger about how Melania Trump scored the so-called Einstein visa to enter the United States when she was a model. In 2001, she was granted a green card in the elite EB-1 program. It's designed for academic researchers or people in other fields, such as Olympic athletes and Oscar-winning actors.
Granted to people who demonstrate sustained national and international acclaim, and it's usually in the fields of arts, business, or in academic research. Now, only 3,376 EB-1 green cards were issued that year. 5 went to people from Slovenia.
Yeah, that's right. Melania got a green card through the Einstein visa program, which seems strange. Although I guess if you spend enough time standing next to Donald, anyone starts to look like Einstein. Well, almost anyone. And you know, guys, the more you look at it, the more it seems like Donald Trump is trying to deport his wife. Because who can forget one of his biggest anti-immigration crusades? Chain migration.
The president wants to reform the visa lottery system and end so-called chain migration.
Then you have chain migration. Chain migration. Chain migration, you come in and you bring your whole damn family. A guy comes in, and then you have to bring his aunt, his uncle, his father, his grandfather, his grandparents. A single immigrant can bring in virtually unlimited numbers of distant relatives.
Yes, one of the things Donald Trump hates most about America's immigration policy is that immigrants' families can come live with them in the U.S. Now, even though Donald Trump says that, I want my family back home watching the show to know that this is not true, okay? You cannot bring unlimited relatives to America. Do you guys hear me?